It's all going to go right into the creek.
Would you rather disassemble or disassociate? That's a bad question.
I was going to say.
That was inappropriate.
It depends how the baby sleeps. I might be disassociating right now.
The baby's still in the car.
Ah!
I knew I was forgetting.
All right. Well, we're rolling.
Sweet.
Hey, everybody. It's Tim. Welcome to today, the special video today regarding the upcoming, starting today, Ohio Pen Show. I'm joined by my buddies Rob and Bill, who are fountain pen users who have never been to a pen show.
Correct.
Never.
So we got some folks who are thinking about going, and so I'm going to give some tips on general fountain pen show going quickly, because that's been covered very well by other people, and also talk about specific approaches to the Ohio show and this year's Ohio show. Shall we?
What?
All right.
Well, this year's the 25th anniversary Ohio Fountain Pen Show. It's very cool, and it's been Terry Mawater's show the whole time, I think. And he does a great job. He's one of the best fountain pen show organizers in the game. There are others that do a great job too, but there's always, Terry's shows are always very well run. He does a great job. This is the Coffee Mess's 4th year as a sponsor, and so I'm very happy to be able to contribute to the show with coffee and donuts on Saturday and Sunday. I'll also be brewing some coffee on Friday. Maybe today I'm going to go over and get set up. Maybe if we get a break in the rain. But there's some things that are a little bit different about this show, mainly due to the hotel. Maybe some of these things changed this year and it's not going to be apropos, but I want you to be prepared because it's a great show. Here's the main issue, is the bar and restaurant that operates at the plaza. The last few years has not been staffed, has been closed during the day, and very limited, like one bartender at night. So it's hard to get service for food or drinks. So what I recommend people do for this show is make sure you've had plenty of coffee beforehand, and make sure you're hydrated, because it takes energy to get through the show and attention, and you don't want to be dehydrated, and you don't want to be under caffeinated. You get yourself in trouble. So drink your coffee, drink your water, bring a bottle of water or a Nagaline bottle. They have water fountains there. Whenever you pass one, take a sip. If you're going to want to have beer, you got to bring it. Now, this is my opinion and my advice. This probably contravenes policies of the hotel, and maybe the show, I don't know. But be discreet, but don't count on buying beers at the bar. Last year, I was there, all 4 days. I think I succeeded in buying one beer from the bar. I was like, that was torture, and I'm just going to bring my own. Also, eat before you go, because it's as hard to get a bite to eat there as it is to get a drink. So maybe stop at a sandwich joint, get a sandwich, eat half, bring half. That's probably what I'm going to do every day. I go to DeBella's on Tuttle,
Nice.
because those are good sandwiches.
All right.
All right. So enough of my yammering. Do you guys have any questions about fountain pen shows, attending it, what it's like, what to expect? What kind of questions might you have?
What's the price of admission?
So admission, if you want to go in and get a daily pass, it's $5 per day. If you go on Friday, you can get a 3-day pass for $10, which is pretty reasonable. Some other shows charge more than that. I think it's a very fair price for one of the best shows in the country. You can also get a weekend pass for, I think, $25. That gets you a couple other things. And there's the Trader's Pass, which is all day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the events and that's $50. But if you're just planning on spending an hour or two a day there, the 3-day pass is a solid move at $10. All these details are at the Penn Show website, which is theohiopenshow.com.
Are there any events in particular that you would recommend we look out for at the show?
Sure. So my friend Deb is doing either a cursive or an italic handwriting seminar. She's a wonderful teacher. She was one of my first handwriting teachers, and she's lovely and does a great job. I don't know if Nick Pang is teaching this weekend, but he'll be at the show and is a good guy to hang out with. Richard Binder does an early morning nib smoothing workshop on Saturday. It starts at 8, which can be rough depending on what you get into Friday. And those spots are all sold out, but you can go in and audit the class, and you'll learn a tremendous amount. If you like pens and fiddling with them at all, you gotta go and take that course at some point. It's too late to buy a ticket for it now, but you can go and audit that course, so that's a good one. I'm not sure what other events are going on this weekend, but they have the schedule there. Some of them require a sign up, and some of them are just informational, but they're usually all pretty fun. What else you guys got?
Is there a time of day where it especially picks up?
So, yeah. Saturday for just about any pen show is going to be the busiest day.
Plenty of days between now and then.
It's going to be slammed, full of people. So I recommend if you're going to be there multiple days, maybe take Saturday midday to do something else. Go sit and hang out. One of my favorite things to do at the Ohio show, and this is a show specific thing, in between where the rooms are and where the showrooms are is a long hallway. It goes past the restaurant, and then there's a door to the outside, and there's a bench there. One of my favorite things to do at the show is to sit on that bench and rest. And then what happens is people are coming by. And there'll be, if you've been going to shows for a while, there'll be people that you know that you'll be happy to see. But there'll always be the opportunity to make a new pen friend, which is the easiest thing in the world to do at a pen show. All you have to do is see someone who's carrying a bag that looks like it is a pen show bag or a pen anything and say, "Did you see anything cool?" 10 minutes later, you got a pen friend. It's the easiest thing in the world. People love to talk about their pens and what they saw and what they like, and that's what we like too. So that's a fun thing to do, and you can do that in the middle of the day when it gets crazy, or go do something else in Dublin, get some ice cream, or see the corn sculpture down the road.
I still don't get the car.
I don't get it's 25. That's 25 years old now too.
Good lord.
It was erected to honor the first pen show, I think.
Do you know? You may be onto something. Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I didn't mention where it is. It's at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Dublin, in the Metro Place kind of area there at France and 161. Other questions? I can go over some of the old saws that people usually ask.
I was just going to say, for someone who's just getting into pens, is there something they should be looking for in particular?
So here's what I recommend folks do. If you're online looking at pen stuff, I recommend you make 3 lists. I usually make a short list. Lately it's been a 0-item list of things I definitely want to purchase. Another list of things I want to see, new pens or a vintage pen that I'm interested in that I want to find and look at and hold in my hand. So there's to purchase, to see, and then there's a list of people that I want to make sure that I see and touch base with. Going to these pens for years, you collect a number of friends. Some of them are vendors, some of them are just habitual attendees. And so I always even write down, hey, I want to make sure I see this person, this person, this person, this person. Because there's a lot of people there and it's easy to miss. One of the things that I started doing this year, which was originally recommended to me by my pen friend DeLee, is that the first thing you do when you go to one of these shows is find some sort of a smallish special edition notebook that's either specific to the show or is special edition in some other way. And that becomes your notebook for this pen show. And so every time you try a pen at a table, or every time someone says, here, try this pen, you put all that stuff in the same notebook, and it becomes sort of a record and a very special souvenir of that pen show. That's a really fun thing to do, and it also keeps all that stuff in one place. It's like, oh, I really like that such and such a pen. What was it? So I can go find it if you want to purchase it or something like that. So that's a fun hack to do. Clothes, what to wear. You can mess this up. No one's looking at your shoes, they're looking at pens. Wear your ugly, comfortable shoes, good for walking around and standing. I wear jeans all the time. A pen show is the only time that I will swap out jeans for cargo pants. Just to be able to hold stuff, even if it's just beers. And if it's cold out and you wear a jacket, leave it in your car so I can steal it. No! It gets hot in there. They have coat racks, but if you don't want to leave your coat hanging on a rack all day, leave it in your car because it gets crowded and it gets hot. So that's important. People ask, how much money should I bring? It's a great question. You don't necessarily know. At a pen show, I don't know if you'd call it the median or maybe the mode. The value you see most often, the price of a pen, is gonna be somewhere in the neighborhood of $100. So if you've never spent $100 on a pen, which most people haven't, be prepared to see that a lot. There are plenty of pens you can buy for far less than that. But those are the kinds of pens you're going to see. You're going to see pens that are priced to move at $450. I'm not buying those. But those are the kinds of things that are going to be there. So I recommend if you can scrape together $100 to get to the show and bring and have to spend, you can have a really good time. Less than that, and you're going to be focused more on hanging out with people or buying things like ink and paper, and you can still have a great time. The first time I went to the Ohio Pen Show in 2003, I think I had maybe $20 or $30, and I had done no preparation, had no idea what I was walking into, and was completely overwhelmed, and probably spent less than an hour there. I was able to buy a pen, but it's hard if you don't have a lot of money to still go, have fun, but know what you're walking into. It's going to be intimidating and weird, and things are going to look oppressively expensive.
All right.
What else? Oh, I've made the mistake of going to a pen show and not bringing any pens. Why do you need to bring pens to a pen show? I recommend bringing a case like this full of pens. 24. 12 pens for show and tell with your pen friends that you have and or will make. And then 12 pens that you're willing to let go, that you can either sell to someone for cash or trade for pens. So when you pull open your case, whoever you're with, you can be like, all right, these are the ones that I use, and these are the ones that are up for grabs. So that's fun because people can say, ooh, let me see that. And trading pens is fun. Yeah, so this size case is easy to fit into a smallish bag next to a 6-pack of cold beverages. So that's what I recommend you bring. Any other questions, you guys?
I think I'm good.
Sweet. So I think that covers a lot of bases. There may be something I missed, but there's plenty of people talking about how to go to a pen show around. This is my take on this year's show. Essentially, come having eaten, come hydrated, and bring your own drinks because they're hard to get there. And have fun. Jordan, you got any questions?
Only one.
Yes.
And that is, how do you write with an ink pen?
Of course.
Sorry, didn't mean to torpedo anything.
One letter at a time, Jordan.
There you go.
All right.
The answer is the answer.
That's going to be it. Thank you for joining us. I've been Tim.
Introduce yourself.
With
boys.
Bill and Rob. And have a great day. Hope to see you at the show. Oh, last thing. The Central Ohio Pen Club has a table through the whole show. So that is going to be a great place to go if you're lost and need a friend. Because there'll be someone there the whole time, various members of our club. And that'll be a great place to go meet some local friends, especially if you live in Columbus and you haven't been to a pen club meeting or you don't have pen friends in town. That is where we'll be. So thanks so much. Have a great day, and wear clean underwear. Or don't, I don't care. 16 minutes and 35